Hey guys, what's up? HoTs here. I am going to be bringing you a very special HoTs video today that is going to increase everybody's win rate considerably. Conservatively about 20%. I think this will genuinely help a lot of players increase their win rate by 20%, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Now keep in mind, it doesn't matter what your rank is. It doesn't matter if you're bronze, silver, gold, platinum, whatever it is you are. Probably isn't going to apply to Masters and Grandmasters because they're already doing this. It's how they get to Masters and Grandmasters. It doesn't matter if you play Quick Match, Unranked, Team League, Hero League, Brawls, Custom Games, Verse AI. It doesn't matter what you play. Straight up 20% win rate increase most of the time. Most of the time, I think, for the vast majority of players. So let me give you a really quick recap on what we got going on here. Our team: Sylvanas, Orphea, Azmodan, Stitches, which is yours truly, and Malfurion, which is my buddy Hyland, aka Dorden, who I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen in my games and also in my stream. We are the red team here. 3 randos, don't know who they are. Blue team: Lucio, Orphea, Genji, Muradin, and Falstad. We are 20 minutes into an Alterac game. Let me just kind of sum up where we're at, okay? Very, very even here. Okay, very, very even in terms of kills. Not one team is dominating team fights. Very, very even on experience. We get 20 before them. They're not far. We're about 80% of a level ahead of them. So we're kind of winning on the EXP front, albeit not by much. It's doubly impressive when you consider they are slightly ahead on structures. We have no forts. They have 1 fort left. Their keeps are all full health. This keep, as you could see, is about half health right now. We have lost 3 straight objectives, and it has been a pretty mild game so far in terms of communication. Nothing newsworthy to report. What you guys may not know about me is that I am a certified flight instructor for multiple different ratings of aircraft. And one of the biggest things that we learn as flight instructors isn't necessarily how to teach how to fly an airplane. Anybody can be taught how to fly an airplane. We're taught to analyze human behavior, though, and how students respond to criticism and critique. Because nobody's going to be perfect at it, and obviously flying can be inherently very dangerous. So you have to be very strict. And people respond to criticism and critique in very different fashions. Some people, when they're level-headed and open-minded, take it to heart and they say, okay, you know what, that's fair. I didn't do that well, and I'm going to work on that. And they'll say things like, how can I improve that? What specifically did I do wrong that caused us to get to a point where you just gave me that piece of criticism? Another response may be shutting down completely. They just start ignoring you. It's a flight. It's fight or flight, right? The other is they start fighting with you. They'll argue with you. They'll say you're wrong. They'll say that they did it right, that you're misinterpreting the rule book maybe on the test standards. They'll say things like, I got my boot stuck on the rudder pedal, which is actually something we've heard once. They make up excuses. It's pretty comical, the things that come out of people's mouth. It's a human nature, but that they do when things aren't going their way necessarily. So I'm going to apologize. My voice is totally fucked. I've been sick. So all across the board, pretty even game. We're 20 minutes in. Obviously, I don't need no spoilers here, but this game ends in 6 minutes. So right here, we're in a pretty bad spot. I'm going to make a really boneheaded play here in a minute, by the way. We'll talk about it. This Azmodan and Malfurion are really low health. I didn't even notice this until the first time I watched this replay back to get ready for this video. Right here. Man, this was such a bad... I've missed almost every hook this game. That's the one that I hit, and then look what happens. Boom. Fucking hammer through the 2 of them. Not my best play. I think I even commented to Dordan in the voice chat, like, I just got you guys killed. Sorry. I didn't say anything here. Asmodan kind of comments on it a little bit. Nothing too bad. You tell I'm sick. I'm drinking water. That's how you know it's bad. Side note. Oh, let me pause. Side note here. This Sylvanas stays really low a lot of the time. Again, not pointing out faults with everybody or even gameplay in specific here. But just kind of a reminder to you guys. I've talked about this in other videos. Just Hearth back. Just fucking Hearth back. It's not a big deal. So, we are 20 minutes in. Dead even on experience and kills. Pretty even on structures. They're slightly ahead of 4. No big deal. No big deal. We actually have lane pressure is our advantage right now. Orpheus clearing up bottom. But top and mid are more pushed in, which gives us vision. So we're going to start backing up here. You can see Orphea calls for a retreat. I should have started this a little earlier. I popped Bile. I'm going to pure tank build here. This Muradin saved my life right here. Unfortunately, the enemy team does have a Genji that's going to be able to capitalize on this. Albeit by overextending. But you could see he's going hard for it. Drops the X strike. Muradin comes in. So, let's really quick, I just want to evaluate this, and we're going to go kind of frame by frame. We have a fairly low Sylvanas, a nearly dead Orphea, a full health Asmodan, and a fairly full health Malfurion, albeit in a terrible position. Enemy team, all 5 of them are here. 2 fully health, 3rd pretty decent, 4 and 5, but Lucio just did Sound Barrier with the 20 talent, which is going to give him, the shield's going to be up pretty frequently, so not a fight we really want to pick. We don't have a number advantage. This is 4v5 in the enemy team's favor. And in the middle of a fight, this could be kind of hard to keep track of. So I understand how people can sometimes lose sight of this. Malfurion has a heal over time. Keep that in mind. So, Malfurion kills the Lucio, gets Haymakered back, and simultaneously, our Orphea gets out of this, okay? So this is now a 1, 2, 3. Genji is going back right now. So this is a 3 versus 3. Probably the enemy team's fight still. These two guys are pretty halfway. Jordan's fairly low. Muradin's low, but Muradin's Muradin. He could leap out, heal, come back in. Their damage dealers are doing just fine. Muradin gets taken out, though. So this is now, at this moment, we have an Orphea Falstad. Genji's gone back. Okay. Orphea goes back. Sylvanas taps. Or gets a heal from Dordan. Doesn't tap. Nobody goes back here, okay? Nobody goes back here. Orphea steps up, gets hit by that hammer from Falstad. It blows her up. Orphea's extremely squishy. Now this is a 2v2 with a low health Sylvanas against the Falstad. That's extremely fed, by the way, on his quests. A fairly low health Malfurion. An Orphea, which, as you guys I'm sure have learned already, played well, is an absolute monster. Asmodan's going back to tap, which is fine. No issue there. So he throws the heal out to Sylvanas. Sylvanas runs away. Sylvanas runs away. Dordan's extremely low. Dordan is extremely low. Healing Fountain is available. Alright. Hits it. 120 seconds, guys. 120 seconds. Sylvanas and Malfurion are back here. Asmodan stepped all the way up where the Falstad and Orphea were. Keep in mind, Asmodan has killer range. He doesn't need to be this close. You don't need vision to drop a Q there. Genji's back. He's topped off. This is obviously going to be a very dead Asmodan. You can see Dordan's trying to come in here to heal. Asmodan dies. Dordan knows there's no reason for him to go here. Starts backing out. Sylvanas keeps going in. She still hasn't gone back to heal. They actually managed to get the kill on the Falstad, but this is it. Sylvanas is dead. She's not going to win that against the Genji. Malfurion backs out again. And then we have here the start of this. 5 pings on Malfurion. 5 pings. Dordan says, why go in there? Mostly directed at the Sylvanas and the Asmodan, because they went in when they really shouldn't have. Asmodan says it was 3v2. I think he's thinking of himself, Sylvanas, and Malfurion against the Orphea Falstad, and yes, that is a 3v2. Sylvanas was nearly dead. Malfurion was nearly dead. Asmo was half health. So that's not really a 3v2, just so we're clear. And you decided to run, okay? This is the start of fight or flight. And not heal. Shaking my head. GG. Yep. Sylvanas. Yep. Yep. Why did you not go in and die with us for no fucking reason? Except there's one problem. As you can see, there's still 3 minutes of this game left. Genji is low. His overstate is welcome. He's about to X-Strike. I just pop Bile. I know he's going to land in this. Genji's dead. Nothing Genji can do here at this point. I'm going to blow Orphea up. I probably stayed in this a little too long. I'm going to back out. I have Bile. We recapped our point with 0.8 seconds left on the channel. 0.8, not even a full fucking second. We have to defend this with our lives. Dordan comes in with the teleport on the 20. Awesome Twilight Dream here with the silence. Orphea comes in. Now you have 3 people that are extremely silenced. Lucio, Sound Barrier, is on cooldown. He gets blown up. Muradin gets blown up. Falstad's still dead. And there's an extreme change of attitude right here. We're just going to play this out now at this point. Sexy. This is what I want to point out for people. This is kind of what the crutch of this video is. Crutch? Crucible? C-word of this video is. Kind of me directed towards Sylvanas and Asmodan. Fight them, not us. Don't fight with your team. After the game is over, you can fight them. But if you're sitting and typing, you're not playing. So now look where we are. We have top lane, bottom lane in our favor. Mid will get cleared out pretty quick. 3 of the enemy team members are dead for an extended period of time. We're all in pretty good shape, health and mana-wise. The other 2 are coming back right now. Dordan, to be fair, continues to instigate a little bit. I don't blame him, but I don't agree it's the right thing to do. It doesn't solve anything. It could have made this situation infinitely worse since we just got ahead and you're still instigating. We're about to win this now. You could see this is a 5v3. This is 5 full health people against 3 other players that are not necessarily in as good a shape. They don't have a healer. They don't have a tank. We're about to get objective. A 24-minute objective. Falstad is down. Sylvanas continues to push without healing or going back ever. Dordan gets a good heal on her. Genji comes in trying to do something here. Orphea is going to just blow him up though. So now deaths are staggering. That's game. As you can see, I say that. In Asmodan's defense, he says, I concede, that was epic. Sylvanas says, respect. And I think you guys kind of see where this is going. You are 1/5 of a team. You are 20% of a team. So if your mind is set on winning as opposed to triggering a fight or flight response towards the current state of the game, you have already increased your chance to win your match by 20%. You are 1/5 of your team. I know that sounds kind of like weird, cheeky math, and it kind of is, but I hope I'm getting the point across in a way that makes sense. You can't control what the other 4 people on your team are doing, but you can work towards keeping your team positive. I skipped through the rest of this match, but there's a handful of times where I type, nice job, good job team, nice heal, nice Q, whatever it may be. Even if it's not, you could still say it. Nobody has to know if you're lying or not, and it doesn't matter if you are. Nobody cares. If it gets your team focused and pointed in the right direction, do it. Extend the olive branch as 1/5 of your team when you guys are losing and they're trying to blame somebody. Say, hey, you know what? I fucked up. I'm sorry, but we could still turn this around, team. If that's what it takes, own up to something. Even if you didn't do it, these are strangers on the internet. Strangers on the internet. We shouldn't care what they think of us. It doesn't matter what they think of us. So go into your matches with a positive attitude. Don't look to blame other people. It's a clear sign of fight or flight. It's a video game. You can't get that worked up about it. I think this is a byproduct of kids never getting to lose anymore. Everybody gets a participation trophy. There's no scores kept. It's pretty silly, and I know that sounds like it's all positive, but I think really it breeds a bad attitude later in life, because later in life there are wins and losses. You're not going to get that job. You're not going to get that promotion. The girl you really like, that you put all your effort into to have a banging fucking surprise date for her, or a clever way to ask her out, she's going to turn you down. She might say yes and then cheat on you with your brother. You don't know. You don't know what's going to happen in life. Life does not give out participation trophies. Life is the participation trophy. So keep that in mind when you go into your games. Be positive. Last thing I want to add to this, it's imperative that you stay focused on the task at hand. You can win any game. How many times have we seen matches won where core's at 5%, where there's one shot left on Towers of Doom? It happens all the time, and remind your team that it's okay to take a step back and, just tell everybody, hey, settle down, guys. Stop pinging everybody. Just regroup. Who cares if we lose a fort? Let's regroup. Let's get our team together. Let's get the experience going and re-engage. The other big tip that I have for you guys, I'm trying to keep this short. When you are getting tilted, when you've had a couple of losses in a row, just walk away. Just walk away. If you start to feel like it's getting too much, like you're starting to get salty about it, walk away. I do it all the time. I've done it every day that I've played HoTs this week. I won 7 games in a row yesterday. I lost 2 and I got salty, and I just was like, you know what? It's late. I'm just going to go to bed. I'm just tired. I don't want to play anymore. Because you're just going to make it worse as you go. You're going to start being a bigger asshole. Start blaming people. And it's a pretty ugly color. So don't look like that. Don't be that guy. That's all I had to say for this. I hope this kind of helped you out a little bit. Again, don't be the guy that says GG 10 minutes into the game. Don't be the guy that says GG 22 minutes into the game. Be the guy that says GG at the end of the game, whether it was a good game or not. Just say, hey, you know what? Good game, guys. Everybody played well. If nothing else, If somebody's really salty and you're still optimistic, it's only going to piss them off more. So you can always take a little comfort in that. Anyways, guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope that helped you guys out. Peace.